Good evening, everybody. From Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, we bid you welcome to Reds baseball. The Reds and the Atlanta Braves begin a brief two-game series tonight as we broadcast from the red level of the stadium. Of course, very popular last year, and we are back up for the first of what will be 3 straight games. Also, tomorrow night as the Reds celebrate the 10th anniversary of Riverfront Stadium, and then after the road trip, we'll be back up into the Red seats to broadcast a week from Friday night when the Reds kick off that big 4th of July weekend series against the front-running Houston Astros. Tonight, it'll be 2 left-handers on the mound. Charlie Leibrandt after his 7th win of the year for Cincinnati, and for the Braves, Larry McWilliams. We'll be back to take a look at the starting lineups in just a moment. And pitching for the Braves will be left-hander Larry McWilliams. Again for the Braves, it's Hubbard at second base, Murphy in center field, and Chambliss at first base. Matthews in right, Horner at third base, Burrows in left field. With Benedict catching, Gomez at shortstop, and McWilliams on the mound. For the Reds, to lead it off in center field, Dave Collins. Junior Kennedy will play second base and bat number 2 in the lineup. Hitting third, Ken Griffey in right field. Batting fourth at third base, Ray Knight. Johnny Bench will do the catching and hit number 5. Batting 6th in left field, George Foster. Harry Spillman getting a start. He'll be at first base and bat 7th. Hitting 8th at shortstop, Dave Concepcion. And batting 9th, the Reds pitcher, left-hander Charlie Leibrandt. Once more for the Reds, it's Collins in center field, Kennedy at second base, and Griffey in right field. Knight at third, Bench catching, Foster in left field. With Spillman at first, Concepcion at short, and Leibrandt pitching.
Charging the ball, and it gets through Matthews. On his way to second, Kennedy. Murph chasing it down. Junior makes a turn. He'll go into third base. The Reds trail 2-1. Kennedy winds up at third on a 2-base error by Gary Matthews. Matthews really charging the ball. That ball went right under his glove. A base hit for Junior Kennedy. Gets an RBI and reaches third on the arrow by Matthews. Junior gets his 25th RBI of the year. Now Kenny Griffey, a chance to tie it up right here with a base hit. Williams works. Griff takes a fastball and a called strike. On 1 to count to Ken Griffey. Kenny a .308 batting average. Kennedy at third base. McWilliams to the plate. Griff looks at a breaking ball outside. It's 1-1. Bob Horner playing shallow at third, standing on the in line. 1-1 to Ken Griffey. Williams delivers. It's swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2 now to Ken. I wonder if we'll get a visit from the Red Rooster up here.
I don't see him around here tonight. I don't know if he's here. Sure was mighty evident over the weekend, that's for sure.
I hope to tell you. All right, the 1-2. Griffey swings and fouls. Kyle holds to the ball, 2 strikes. Look over here, see Mr. Red.
Mr. Red is up here in the Red seats, dazzling him.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Ken Griffey with Junior Kennedy at third. The Reds have scored a run here in the inning, and the pitch. Griff takes it. Going outside, a breaking ball as Benedict digs it out of the dirt. 2-2. Last year we had a 2-game winning streak up here, didn't we?
We sure did. We came back, I think, on the third night and lost. Otherwise, we'd have stayed up here as long as the club had continued to win.
Griffey swings and sends a fly ball into Right field, Gary Matthews waiting on it. He has it, and that's the inning. So the Reds in the third got a run on 2 hits. One Atlanta error, a runner left on base. And at the end of 3, it's Atlanta 2, Cincinnati 1.
Well, McWilliams will now work out of the windup. Griffey takes it inside and backpedals away from the plate of ball. Two away, runner at third base. The tie and run for Cincinnati. Pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. And things even up to Griffey at 1-1. Don't believe Kenny cared for the call by Billy Williams. Griffey waving the bat around. McWilliams delivers and is taken high, ball 2, 2-1. Reds, with this game tonight, enter a pretty important part of this season. From now to the All-Star break, what with 7 games coming up against Houston. Swung on, line drive, right field. Tie ball game. Charlie Leibrandt comes home to tie it up as Griffey rams a single to right field off a 2-1 pitch. Leibrandt at third, Kennedy at first, 2 outs. Rick Camp has relieved starter Larry McWilliams. And the 3-0 pitch to Ken Griffey is taken for a strike. Here's a pause and a pitch by Camp. Griffey swings, ground ball, diving stop by Chambliss, and he pats the bag with a ball to end the inning. Good play by Chris Chambliss. Camp gets the job done, but in the inning, the Reds get 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2. And at the end of 6, Cincinnati 3 and Atlanta 2.
Ray hustling all the way. He's at second base. And the batter will be Johnny Bench. Well, that's either the second error for the Braves or the 12th hit for the Reds. The 11th hit, we should say, so they have given Ray a double. Knight at second base. Bench at the plate. John 0 for 2 is walked. Stretched by Camp, the pitch. Bench swings and fouls. John trying to go to the right side to move Knight on to third base. Pitch on the way. Bench swings and lines it to right field. That might be trouble. It is off the wall. Knight will score easily. On his way to second. Bench Matthews throw. Not in time, and the Reds lead it 4-2. Well, John doing his job, and he did it very well as he lines a double off the right field wall. Knight scoring from second. The Reds lead it 4-2. For Johnny, his 25th RBI of the year and his 7th double.
Back to the plate he comes. Collins takes it high and inside. 1-1. Reds have out-hit him 12-3 and have outscored him 4-2. Inside and low, 2 balls and a strike. Reds have not been retired in order tonight. He sent 3 batters to the plate back in the second inning, but Foster had a walk with 1 out, and then Spillman lined into a double play. Here's a shot foul down the left side. Garber even against Collins at 2-2. Reds have left a lot of people on base, as you might expect, having had 12 hits. They've left 11 aboard. Atlanta has stranded only 3. Collins grounds 1 hard, but at Horner. He makes a pickup and throwing on to first base to just get him. Collins retired officially for the first time tonight. That brings up Junior Kennedy, who's 1 for 4 with a run-producing base hit back in the 3rd inning. Garber pitches, and Kennedy swings, and he misses. In the ninth inning for Atlanta, they're going to be sending up Chambliss, Matthews, and Horner. Swung on, line drive, right field, second hit of the night for Junior Kennedy. Reds Radio Network brings Reds baseball to fans in 7 states, and you can hear Reds games in Lexington, Kentucky on WLAP, in Gate City, Virginia, and Kingsport, Tennessee on WGAT, and in West Palm Beach, Florida on WJNO. Reds with 13 hits, Kennedy aboard with 1 out. Here's Ken Griffey. Kenny is single homer run back in the 5th inning, and then was robbed on a pretty good play by Chris Chambliss. Diving stop in front of the bag in the 6th inning. Garber pitches, Griffey swings, fly ball, right center field. That's going to be a gapper. Ball is going to the wall. Kennedy being waved around third. Griffey is heading for third base as the ball gets through the cutoff man, Hubbard. And Kennedy scores, making it 5-2, and Griffey goes into third, standing up with a triple. Well, Junior Kennedy scoring all the way from first as Ken Griffey continues to wield a hot bat. The Atlanta infield will now pull in with 1 out, and Griffey at third base for Ray Knight. Ray has had 2 doubles. Not knowing what Pete Rose has done tonight against Montreal. Those 2 clubs started out the night, or those 2 players rather, leading the league in 2 base hits. Knight grounds one over the mound, but gloved by Larvell Blanks. The shortstop throws Ray out as Griffey holds at third base. But with 2 doubles tonight, Ray Knight now has 22, and Pete Rose had 20 to begin the evening. Johnny Bench with 2 down. Johnny 1 for 3, a double off the wall and right in the 7th inning. That knocked in a run, his 25th RBI. So Charlie Lebrand is going to take a lead of at least 3 runs into the 9th inning. Bench drives one into left field. That's going to be caught. No, it got by Burroughs. Griffey will score. Bench will come on to second base, and I don't know, Jeff Burroughs might have had a problem with the lights here at the stadium. It sure looked like he was having trouble picking up the ball, but they're going to score that an error against Burroughs, and the Reds now lead it 6-2. Second error scored by a charge to an Atlanta outfielder in the game, and boy, I'll tell you, might find out later on that Jeff Burroughs just lost the ball in the lights, because he certainly appeared to have no chance at all of coming up with a ball, and can't believe he could butcher a ball that badly. Where we are seated up here in the red seats, we have a direct line on the left fielder because we're located just to the right of the plate. Be that as it may, another run is home. And now Sam Mejias is up for the first time. He takes a strike at the knees. Check swing. The pitch is low. The count evens at 1-1. Well, they absolutely are sitting in the Reds broadcast booth tonight because we're up aisle 310 up in the red seats, and we'll be back here again tomorrow night. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball wide of third. Base hit left field. Johnny Bench will bring it onto the plate. And Mejias will go to second base. And the Reds lead it 7-2. Mejias at second, Spillman at first. Concepcion, the 8th man to bat. Curveball low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants are scoreless in the top of the first inning at San Diego. So everything going now in the National League. That one West Coast game. Swing and a miss. Concepcion was spinning and trying to make it a 2-home run night. Montreal and the Phillies are now tied up at 5-5 with the Expos hitting in the top of the 8th. Garber checks and pitches. Low and away. 2-2. Reds would appear to be on their way to an 8th win in 9 games over the Atlanta Braves. Davey waiting on the break-even pitch, and here it is. Swung on, line drive, base hit, center field. Sam Mejias will score. They've got a play at third base on Spillman, and he's out. Dale Murphy to Bob Horner to get Spillman at third base, but Concepcion singles in Mejias. In the inning for the Reds, 4 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And going to the 9th, the Reds lead Atlanta 8-2. Matthews is single and scored, drawn a walk, grounded out to third. Ball to him. Charlie 2 outs away from his 7th win, his 4th complete game. He's behind a Matthews ball, too. 31,009 tonight. The Reds' total season's paid attendance now, 846,168. Swung on, popped up, and out of play to the right. Braves have had only 3 hits. They got 2 of them in the second. Single by Matthews, a home run by Burroughs, and then the single by Burroughs in the 4th inning. Charlie has completely slammed the door on him since then. And the Reds' offense is, well, on a heavyweight night. Ball, 3-1. Matthews has had one of the 2 walks that Charlie has allowed. That was in the 4th. 3-1 to the plate. And that is lined. Oh, Dave Concepcion picked it off in a hole at shortstop. Davey with a backhand grab of a sinking line drive off Gary Matthews' bat. And 2 Red Star plays by the Reds here in the 9th inning. Braves are down to their final out, and Horner will try and keep them alive. Here's a pitch. Horner grounds one by the mound to second. Kennedy has it, throws to first, and this one belongs to the Reds. An outstanding pitching performance by Charlie Leibrandt. He retires the last 17 in a row as the Reds defeat the Braves 8-2, and we'll be back in just a moment. At 8-2, the final score. They had 16 base hits off of 4 different Atlanta pitchers, and the Reds scored against everybody with the exception of lefty Al Hrabosky. But Atlanta scored first. They struck in the 2nd inning when things looked a wee bit shaky for Charlie Leibrandt. Gary Matthews led off with a single to left center field, and 1 out later, Jeff Burroughs exploded his 3rd homer of the season to give the Braves a 2-0 lead. The Reds started to peck away. They made it a 1-run game in the 3rd inning with 2 out. Dave Collins single, stole second base, and then rode home on a base hit to right field by Junior Kennedy, who ended up at 3rd on the play because Gary Matthews let the ball get through for a 2-base error, but Kennedy stayed at 3rd with a potential tying run as Griffey flied to right field. The Reds even the count in the 5th inning. A leadoff base hit by Charlie Leibrandt, a sacrifice bunt by Dave Collins, and after Kennedy grounded out, moving Leibrandt to 3rd, Griffey singled to right field to tie it up at 2-2. The Reds took the lead and took the lead for good. In the 6th inning, McWilliams still on the mound. He opened with a strikeout of Harry Spillman, but Dave Concepcion stepped to the plate, had not hit a home run since the 16th of April, but he changed that with 1 swing of the bat. Swung on, fly ball, back into deep left field. Burroughs goes to the warning track, looking at it, boom! Dave Concepcion takes Larry McWilliams downtown on a 3-1 pitch, and the Reds go out in front by a score of 3-2. The Reds scored a whole bunch more. They came up with another run in the 7th inning against Rick Camp on back-to-back doubles by Ray Knight and Johnny Bench, and then took advantage of an error by Jeff Burroughs in the 8th inning to score 3 unearned runs. The inning opened with a base hit, or 1-out single rather, by Junior Kennedy. A triple by Ken Griffey got a run home. After Ray Knight grounded out, Johnny Bench hit the line drive to left field that appeared to be lost in the lights by Jeff Burroughs. The ball got through him, run scored, and then Sam Mejias followed with a base hit to score Bench from second base. Harry Spillman drew a base on balls. Concepcion had a single to get his second RBI of the night, and the inning ended on that play when Spillman was cut down at third base. Talking about the pitching of Lebrand, after giving up the single to Burroughs in the fourth inning, Charlie retired 17 batters in a row. He had two fine fielding plays in the ninth inning, one by Geronimo on Chambliss's drive to deep left center, and then Matthews hit that sinking liner into the hole at shortstop that Concepcion picked off, and the game ended with number 17 in a row went down Bob Horner on a ground out to second. The Reds had 8 runs, 16 hits, no errors, and 12 left. The Braves 2 runs, 3 hits, a couple of errors, and they stranded 3. Charlie Lebrand 7-4, besting Larry McWilliams 3-5. The Reds and the Braves will wrap up the series, and for Cincinnati, the homestand tomorrow night as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Riverfront Stadium. The entertainment group Up With People will be providing the pregame musical show beginning about 7:25. Other pregame ceremonies leading up to the 8:05 start. We hope you'll be here as Tom Seaver goes against Atlanta right-hander Rick Matula. And we once again will be on the air from the Red Seats at Riverfront Stadium with the pregame shows tomorrow night beginning at 7:35 Cincinnati time. Once again, the final score tonight in a game that took 2 hours and 31 minutes to play before a crowd of 31,009. The Reds 8 and the Braves 2.